and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. I hope you are well, and today I am going to be working on my I've forgotten the name already. We're off to a good start. Working on my Evermoment Fairy Queen canvas, and I'm also going to be doing the diamond painter questions for the tag that Mrs Crochet and Coffee set. Thought I would have a go at that. So some of these questions I've already answered previously. Some of them I won't have an answer to at all because I don't do that particular thing, but I'm going to give it a go. So before we get started, I am working on, I called it Fairy Queen, that isn't the name, it doesn't have a name. It is a 60 by 45 double-sided tape canvas in a square. Drills are really good, and I'm just doing a small section because this is quite confetti heavy. I'm just doing small sections at a time. I am using my Add More Zest tray. I am using my good trusty Amazon pen. I am looking at buying a new pen, but these ones work very well. I'm using a single placer. I am using my silver foil marble cook pot. If you want to know about cook pots, please do check the description box. The link to my Etsy shop is on there. And I am using my Hurricane storage. Okay, if you are here for the very first time, welcome to Kitten Up Kitten. I do hope that you will stay. If you are coming back, welcome. It is Sunday, day of rest, or in this house, a day of diamond painting. Luckily for me, this is a section of confetti, but this is a good bit of colour blocking, which after the last section I'm really pleased about. So I'm going to make a start, and I'm going to start answering these questions as I go. So number one, what is your current width? Give us all the details and tell us what you like about it. So I've already given you the size. What I like about it, I love the colours. Purple is my favourite colour, and I am very drawn to purples and blues. I think they are colours that I've always loved. I'm hoping that I have got this in frame okay. I'm filming from the other side, so I can't guarantee that my hand won't get in the way, but I will try. I do have a brand new glue dot in this pen, so I'm just going to trim. I've got a little bit of excess glue dot, so I'm just going to get rid of that, like so. I'm going to chuck it on the floor, and I will pick it up later. So what I really like, I love the colours, I love the image. I'm loving the drills. They're not too bad now that I have managed to overcome the sticking together issue that I had, thanks to a subscriber. They seem to fit together okay. I do check over for popping drills, but not really had too many problems. I don't have a lot of trash, I have to say. It's not too bad, bit more than I would have normally, but nothing major, and it looks like I've got plenty of drills. So that's what I like about it, which is always a good thing. Does it ask if there's anything we don't like? No, that's it. What is your workspace like? Include a picture. So this is my workspace. I have a nail desk. I have shown people this before. I have my nail stool. I then have an array of nail art stuff. So this is generally where I work. This is my ring light stand that I use. I've got my tablet in the background there. This is where I work. I will also, as I'm putting this back, I will also insert a picture of my little setup in my snug, because I do sometimes diamond paint in there as well. So I will do that for you. That is my setup. As you can see, I have got my painting on a light board because I found that's really helped with the not being able to see the symbols very well. And somewhere I do have, sorry, kicked the camera mount. I do somewhere have a easel as well, which I can put on top of here sometimes. I do it sometimes. Most of the time I do diamond paint flat, to be fair. I don't have too much trouble, but I think that's possibly because my desk is at the perfect height for doing nails. So of course, I don't tend to have too many problems with my back and my neck, unless I've been on a diamond painting marathon, in which case that's my own fault for not taking a break. Question number 3. What's your favourite diamond painting pen and where is it from? My favourite diamond painting pen is this one. I hope you can see that. It is from Amazon. So these two pens come from exactly the same place. They do probably 4 or 5 different ones in different shapes. I prefer this shape. I don't know why. I just seem to manage really well with it, but I do like these as well. What I am looking at getting, I'm actually going to switch now, I've said that. What I'm looking at getting is one of the thicker pens. I'm not sure I'm going to buy one from Enabler's Outpost because they are very expensive. I'm going to, I think the reason that I switched pens was because this needs a new glue dot in it. They're very expensive on Neighbours Outpost, but I'm going to have a look and see if I can find something a little bit cheaper. But this is my favourite pen. I'm just going to get my tweezers and I'm just going to turn my glue dot around. So if my lovely subscriber who was asking about glue dots is watching, this is what you do. Pull it out and you stick it back in again. And it will get re-sticky again for a little bit longer. That's how you get most out of your diamond painting pens. If you have just watched my last kitting up, I did say that I was using 3mm glue dots. They aren't. They're actually 6mm glue dots, and I cut them in half. So the equivalent to 3mm. So what you need to look for are 3mm glue dots. Just a little side note there. Okay, so that's my favourite pen. What is your favourite diamond painting tray and where is it from? Because I am a very new YouTuber and diamond painter, I haven't brought lots of trays from lots of different places yet. So prior to buying the one that I've got, I was actually using the large white trays with the funnel. And I love those, got those off Amazon. But as you know, my glue dot is not behaving. As you know, I am a massive fan of these trays from Add More Zest. They are amazing. So this is my favourite tray. I got it from addmorezest.com. Please do check them out. They do go out of stock very quickly, but they're amazing trays. They're wonderful. Absolutely love them. I don't use anything else. Yeah, I have to say they're really good. Number 5, which do you prefer, round drill or square, and why? Okay, I've watched a number of videos on people answering these same questions, and most of the time people are giving the same answer. I do like both, but I go through stages. So for a little while there, I did nothing but round. I tried square because I had a particular canvas that I wanted to do, and they only did it in a square. So I bought a couple of squares to try it out, just cutting off the excess glue because it's driving me mad. And then for a little while I did nothing but order square diamonds, square drills. I will say, if I had no choice, if I could only do one or the other for the rest of my life, I would pick square. I think it's because I tend to like quite detailed images. I do like bigger diamond paintings. So for me, detail is everything. And you tend to get more detail with a square diamond painting. That said, after buying a shit ton of square diamond paintings, I then did a round one for the first time in ages and absolutely loved it. So current projects I've got on the go is this one, which is square, but I've also got Wonderland, which is a round diamond painting, and I'm loving that. Flying through that one. You know, rounds are quicker. You get a faster result. So but overall, if I didn't have a choice, I would pick square. That's my personal preference. There's something very calming about getting them lined up perfectly. And I'm not a fast diamond painter anyway. I am quite picky. I'm particular about how I lay them down. So sorry, had a bit of a coughing fit. Okay, let's return to that question. What is your favourite wax / putty? I have only used pink wax and once blue wax. So for wax, I can't really say. I don't like them. I haven't tried any of the speciality waxes or scented waxes or anything, so I can't say. I don't like using wax because of the residue I get. I'm quite a hard presser, and I just don't like it all over my drills, so I don't actually use wax at all unless I'm having one of those moments where I'm attempting to use a multi-placer. It happens now and again, and I then just use the pink wax for that. But I very quickly switched from using pink wax to using blue tack. I got a trash drill there with a tab on it. Yeah, I quickly switched to using blue tack, which was much better, lasts much longer. But if you do happen to go to pick up a gem and you don't realise, and you then dab it onto your canvas, you then get blue tack all over your canvas, and it's a nightmare to get off. So I switched from using that as well. So in answer, I don't use either. I actually use glue dots, so they work for me most of the time. They can be fiddly sometimes to get in the pen, but they last such a long time and there's no residue, and for a hard presser like me, that's a good thing. So that's my answer to that question. I don't use either. Had to take a break because my husband came home. He's been out with our daughter and the dog, and has been playing with his, can't remember what it's called, drone. That's it. Been playing with his drone. Where did we get up to? Number 7. What are the top 5 places to shop on Etsy for diamond painting supplies? Well, this is a boring question. I can't answer that because I haven't actually been on Etsy to buy anything. I went on and bought a cover minder trash tray. I think it was from Lily Resin, but then of course made my own. So my top 5 places to buy on Etsy would be Lily Resin, and then Kitten Up Kitten for my own trays, my own cover minder / drill pot. So that's a bit of a boring answer, isn't it, really? But like I said, I'm new. I've only been doing this for 6 months, so I haven't got into looking. I did have a look earlier because I do want to try a chunkier pen. Not for any reason, these ones are perfect, but I just wanted to see if a chunkier pen was any better. However, I don't want to commit to spending over £30 on one. So although the ones that I've seen from places like Enablers Outpost are absolutely stunning, I do not have the funds to pay that amount of money for one pen at this point in time. I would rather spend that money on a diamond painting at the minute. So sorry, boring answer to that one. 8. What is an accessories company you haven't tried yet but want to? What's stopping you from trying them? Enablers Outpost. Plain and simple. I love their pens. Absolutely love them. I have spent some time looking at both their Etsy store and their Facebook group. What's stopping me is cash. This time of year, I am very limited on funds because it's coming up for Christmas. I have 2 big birthdays coming up. As a new YouTuber, I am still looking at buying diamond paintings from different companies so that I can review them to help you guys find new stuff. So therefore, spending that amount of money on one pen is absolutely beyond me at the minute. So that's why it's funds, pure and simple. I do plan to drop some more pots onto my Etsy store. I just need to get some more made. And I also plan to launch a couple of cover minders as well. So that will then be a revenue that I can use to buy more products, more stuff for review. I might treat myself. I've got a big birthday next year in April. I might treat myself for my birthday. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what the next few months brings. So that will definitely be one of the first places. I don't think there's anywhere else. I'm quite happy for trays and stuff. I'm quite happy with what I've got. So I don't think there's any other accessory place that I want to try. I just love the blanks that they have at Enablers Outpost. You know, they've got some beautiful ones. So yeah, I would like a really nice one. I just need it to be the right time is the answer to that one. What is your favourite diamond painting accessory and why? This will sound a little bit silly because everybody else that has done this has said a pen, a light board, storage. My favourite accessory is actually, I'll get it. I'll show you what my favourite accessory is. My favourite diamond painting accessory is my Xyron sticker maker. It's very true. I don't have the name Kitten Up Kitten for nothing. I love being able to take an inventory sheet or the legend off the canvas and making stickers to put on my storage. It's one of my favourite things. And I could kit up forever. Literally. If I had a big house and a separate craft room, I would kit up every painting that came through this store, and I'd have storage for each of them, just so that I can put them into storage cases with pretty labels that have gone through my Xyron sticker maker. Pure and simple. Told you it'd be a bit weird, didn't I, this one? Okay, moving on. What is the next one? How long have you been diamond painting? I have been diamond painting since the first week of May this year. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So about 6.5 months. So not very long at all, really. And I've said it before, I have seen the ads on Facebook, etc. for diamond painting. I had always been a bit intrigued. I'd watched the videos, and a couple of times I'd even clicked on places to have a look. I think I remember vaguely clicking on an ad for Diamond Art Club and going, whoa, I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, this particular weekend, I know it was a weekend because me and my husband went to the range, and I was browsing predominantly the stationery section, because I have a bit of a weird stationery obsession, and decided to have a look at the paint by numbers kits, etc. Saw a diamond painting kit that was pre-mounted onto canvas. I think it was about £15. Decided to buy it, and that was it. I was hooked. I sort of did a couple of sections in, and by that time I'd gone on to Amazon, as most of us do, and bought 3 or 4 more. I joined a couple of groups on Facebook. I then heard about a place called Fan Cells, so I checked those out and ordered another 5 or 6, I think, and that's how it started. It took me probably 6 weeks to 2 months before I decided to order my first one from Diamond Art Club, but once I started, my word, yeah, I am completely addicted, and in 6 months I've managed to amass a fairly decent amount of storage and kits, and I've got a spare drill system and trays, you know, you name it, I'm there, most definitely there. So very recent, very recent. Okay, where were we? What made you want to start diamond painting? Okay, again, I've said this in previous videos, but let's do it again. What symbol am I doing? I got interrupted again, so I forgot where I was. I'm always on the lookout for new crafts. I think I'm quite a crafty person. Over the years, I have made my own cards, decoupage for a while, crochet from when I was very small, some knitting, cross stitch. So when I go into places like the range, I'm always checking out their yarn or scrapbooking stuff, or, you know, I like to have something to do. My main hobby is reading, and I also like doing, I wouldn't say I'm a planner. I'm not a mad planner where I have all these fancy sheets and stuff, but I love my Filofax. I love stationery. So when I go into places like the range, I'm always checking out like the stationery aisles and the paint by number kit. Paint by numbers has never really appealed to me, I've got to say. I'm quite arty. I do like drawing. I like charcoal, but paint by numbers, no. But I saw that kit. I had spoken to someone who had said to me that diamond painting was good as a mindfulness technique. I have been using mindfulness techniques and meditating for the last couple of years to help with my anxiety and my depression, and I saw it in the range and thought, let's give it a go. And I have to say, it helps a lot. It does relax me, so that's why I started. And it's also the fact that, unlike crochet and knitting and cross stitch, it's a lot easier on my hands. I do have arthritis. I do wear glasses, so cross stitch can be fiddly because I can't see as well as I used to. So it just seemed like the perfect fit. So yeah, I'm really pleased I found it. So that's why. How long have you had your platform? I think it's about 8 weeks. It's not very long at all. I'm very, very new. I do have another YouTube channel, which is for my acrylic nails. That is more of a tutorial style channel. However, I was very new at doing that when lockdown happened, so I don't have a lot of experience of doing YouTube. Doing this is very different to doing my nails, because with this I am filming and talking as it happens. When I do my nails, I actually film them and then I take the sound off because I'm obviously talking to my clients, and I then do a voiceover. So the editing process is a lot different. There's a lot more editing with that than there is with this. However, with this, there's a lot more preparation that goes into it. I have to kind of think about what I'm going to do on that chat. I'm going to think about, have I got the pictures that I need to put in? Have I got the tools to hand that I need? So swings and roundabouts. So I'm very, very new. I would say 8 weeks. It might be as little as 6. Can't quite remember without having a look back. Well, I could have a look back, couldn't I? Let me check on my tablet. Let's have a look. When did I post my first video? So let me go down, content. Let's have a look. It was actually 1 month ago. My very first video was a whip and sorry, what I called a whip and chill video for Diamond Art Club's Forest Snowman. It was 1 month ago. Wow, I thought it was longer than that. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Just goes to show. So 1 whole month. Do you do other crafts when you're not diamond painting? Currently, no. I started a beautiful white shawl, crocheted shawl, when my daughter was pregnant, with the intention of it being for my granddaughter. It is probably a third done and it sits in its bag, not touched. Haven't done it. Cross stitch. I had a couple of projects on the go, a couple of works in progress. I have literally thrown them out. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get them finished. It hurts my hands too much, and with cross stitch especially, I'm not very patient, and cross stitch takes such a long time to do. So no, the only I don't, if I'm not diamond painting currently, I'm either doing nails for someone, because for me doing nails, although it's my job or one of my jobs, it is also a hobby. That's why I enjoy doing it. So if I'm not doing diamond painting, I'm doing nails. If I'm not doing nails, I'm making the cook pots, so the cover minder trash trays. And if I'm not doing that, I'm either watching TV or I'm reading. pretty much it. So currently at this moment in time, no other crafts. See, thought I'd picked my drill up then and I hadn't. I do apologise for my tickly cough. I don't know what's going on today. Probably too many cigarettes. What are your top 5 places to buy pens, wax and trays? As I have said, I don't use wax, so can't do that. Pens, I've only bought from Amazon. However, if you want a really beautiful pen, a statement pen, even though I haven't bought from them yet, I will. I would suggest Enabler's Outpost because they look stunning, and all the reviews that I've seen, they look amazing. So that would be my suggestion. Okay, what's the next one? Trays. So as I've said, add more zest. She also has some pens on there. Don't think she does wax though. So I can't say on wax. You would have to look to other creators for that, because I know lots of them use things like paddy wax, that sort of thing. For me, nah, it's glue dots all the way. And for glue dots, I get them off Amazon. Simple as that. You just search for, I searched for micro glue dots, but ended up buying what I think would be classed as mini glue dots. So they're not quite small enough. Right, I'm just changing my glue dot while I'm talking. Need a new one. I have noticed with these, this rose gold tip is new, and it seems to be deeper than the silver ones I got. Let's put the stole back up, Sam, because you know what I'm like. I just start thinking randomly. So yeah, I can't tell you where to buy that sort of thing, but definitely trays I would very much recommend Add More Zest. They're fabulous trays. So while I do this, I'm just gonna, I've managed to wrap my glue dot around the tip, but pretty much all of that glue dot, this is a 6mm glue dot, all of that glue dot has gone in that tip. So I just think these ones are a bit deeper. So I just need to pack it a bit more. I wouldn't suggest using your best tweezers to do this. This is an old set that I've got. Because at the end of the day, you will bend your metal tip. So I've squished that on. I'm just going to cut the excess straight off at the top. Let's see how we go with that. Put the tip back on my tweezers. Okay. Where do you start your diamond painting, top or bottom, and why? Okay. There isn't a standard answer to this. It very much depends on the size of the diamond painting. So this particular one, I've actually turned it upside down, and I am diamond painting. Why have I put that away? I never put that away normally. I am diamond painting the top edge. So I started in the top, yeah. I normally start, turned my light pad off now. So I normally start at the top on the right hand side, and I work my way across in sections. If I've got a bigger diamond painting, I will sometimes turn it upside down and start and do the first strip across the top first. So it does depend on the size and the design. With DAC's Chupper, because it had a lot of white on it, with that one I actually did all of the white. Okay, here's a tip. If you've got a light pad, turn it round so that your arm isn't going to hit the on-off switch, because I've got mine the wrong way round today and I keep catching it and turning my light pad off. Anyway, back to what I was discussing. generally, especially if I have a long canvas, I will start at the top, so that as I work my way down the picture, the bit that I've done is then hanging over the edge this way. What I don't want is to have all of my drills in my lap as it moves down. I'd rather have the canvas there. When it is a poured glue canvas, I usually roll up. If it's quite long, I roll it up, the bit that I'm not doing, and that I secure it with large paper clips, and that unrolled section will sit in my lap while the bit that I'm working on is on my desk. And that way, because I have the pipe plagging or pipe insulation on the edges of my desk, as I then progress through the painting, it falls down the other side of my desk, and I'm not going to risk creasing it or popping the drills. It is slightly different if I am doing a double-sided adhesive tape like this one is, because of course with this one you can't roll it up. So that's why I've turned it round and I'm actually working on the top of the painting upside down first. And I will probably do that for the first 2 rows, because what I don't want to do is have a huge section of this painting sitting in my lap and I'm then squashing it against the side of my desk, or it's bunching upon my knee, because it's double-sided adhesive. It will develop rivers. So with this one, I will probably turn it round to suit so that I can get to the area that I need to, whether that be that I'm working on it upside down, sideways on, and all I do is when I take my tray, usually I have bottle storage, so I would just turn the symbol on the top of that bottle around to match the direction I'm working in. With this storage system I can't do that, so I do have to make myself aware of which way round I'm working. So it does vary. If I was doing a very small diamond painting, I probably wouldn't care where I started it. If I was doing a little, you know, 30 by 30, 20 by 25 by 25 say. However, because I don't do diamond paintings that small, I couldn't tell you. However, I do have some double-sided tape canvas, blank canvas, which at some point I will use to make some little diamond paintings with. So I guess we'll find out. But generally, top right corner. Yes, it would make sense because I'm right-handed to start in the top left, because then I'm not putting my hand in the drills and work that way. However, for some reason, I find it easier to start this side. And I start in this side of that section, work that way, because I tend to find I'm not putting my hand in the sticky then. And most of the time I'm then resting on done drills when I do the next bit. Do you see what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I had 2 together there, so I'm going to use them. Name 3 people, including other creators, that you would be willing to meet. 3 people that I would be willing to meet. This is quite hard because I watch quite a lot of people. And although I would love to meet some of the bigger creators, there are others that I would probably could identify with, because they're either more local or they're more my type of person. I would definitely love to meet Lindsay from Life with Lindsay. I think she's amazing. I think she's absolutely lovely, and she makes me laugh so much, but she's so genuine and so down to earth. I would love to meet her. My favourite well followed creator would have to be Rachel Ray. She's got such a calm, soothing voice. She lives in Ireland. I love that. I love the fact that she does other crafts. I love the fact that she does the Theory Tuesdays with her husband. Ireland's not that far away. I come from a long time ago, Irish ancestry, so that sort of resonates as well. I just think she'd be a nice person to meet. You know, I really do. So I'd love to meet her. And finally, I'd love to meet Rebecca from Add More Zest, because she was the first person that I watched and followed straight away. Lots of other creators, I've seen their videos and I might have watched some of one or part of one. She is the first person that I not only followed but binge watched the rest of her videos. So whenever she posts up, I always watch, even if it's things that I'm not particularly keen on. Like I've said before, I'm not a massive fan of crystal paintings or, you know, partials. Even if she does those, I still watch them, even if it's not my thing. Just because I've learned so much from her. You know, when I first started, everything I needed to know was covered in one of her videos. And I'm not sure she understands quite how much help she has given people from the way that she describes how to do stuff, or the fact that she inspires people as well, because it inspired me to start saving my spares and to look at doing a Heaven and Earth project. And I have in fact chosen the same project. I'm just doing mine in the mini version because I wanted to see how it would come out. Because she's doing hers in the bigger version, I will have something to compare it to. So yeah, I'd love to meet Rebecca. And she does amazing trays. And she's relatively local, you know, she's not a million miles away from where I am. So it would be more likely that I would get to meet her over meeting Rachel Ray or Lindsay. So there we have it. But there's quite a few. Diamond Painting Anonymous, I'd like to meet her. Alicia Borealis, I'd like to meet her because she makes me laugh. She really does. And she loves kitting up, as do I. So yeah, there's quite a few, but they would be my top 3, definitely. So number 17. What genre of diamond painting is your favourite? So animal, landscape, people. Fantasy. That's my favourite genre. Anything fantasy. Unicorns, dragons, fairies, elves. Anything like that. So a landscape if it is a fantasy landscape. Animals if they are fantasy animals. So definitely fantasy is my thing. I'm like that with lots of other things as well. I'm like that with books. I'm like it with films. That is my genre. Now I've just realised that I've only got so many of these questions, so I'm quickly going to have a look and see if I can find the rest of the questions, because I want to do all of them. At the end of the day, that was the whole point of doing it. Hope you're still with me, guys. So let me just, I'm just going to fill this bit in first, because if I get this little bit done, I've only got that bit up there to do then in this colour. And this section is going a lot quicker than the previous one did, because there's not as much confetti, which I'm pleased about. I should have expected it having 50 colours. I should have expected it. So let's get that in, and I shall be back in 5 once I found where these questions are. Bear with me. Okay, I found them. I knew there was more answers. Okay, number 18. What's the biggest diamond painting you've completed and how long did it take? The biggest one that I've completed was 60 by 80. It was a artwork rendition of Freddie Mercury. It was my 3rd square diamond kit, and I got it from a store on AliExpress. I will never buy from there again. The canvas was awful. It was really badly creased. I had problems with popping drills, and I had a lot of trash drills. However, they did appear to be resin drills, and I did manage to get it finished. It took me 5 weeks from start to finish to complete, usually doing 1 section a day. So as you know, my sections are around 7 by 10 centimetres. So it took me 5 weeks. Really enjoyed it though, and it is a picture that will be hanging in my home. I apologise for the dog barking. It will be hanging in my front room above my fireplace as soon as we get to the range to buy the frame, which will hopefully be at the beginning of next month, because that's the first chance I'll have to actually go and pick the frames up. I will also be framing my Forest Snowman from DAC, which was the first DAC that I completed. Do I have a bigger picture? I have one that's longer to do. That is my Heaven and Earth design one. It's a metre, 1¼ meters, I think, long, but it's not as wide. I think my current biggest one to do is actually a Diamond Art Club one, but I don't know the measurements off the top of my head. Sorry. So that's that. Number 19, what would be your dream kit? What kind of glue, acrylic or resin drill, round or square, what size? I would say I do like bigger diamond paintings, so generally something that's, say, 50 by 60 or above. That sort of tends to be the sort of size I prefer. I must admit that doing Chupa from Diamond Art Club, that seemed like such a small canvas when I was doing it. I think this one is what, a 60, hang on, this one is a 60 by 45, so that's a good size for me, I think, around that mark. So 60 by 40 or bigger. I do like a big painting. What kind of glue? Oh, absolutely poured glue every time. I've got a random green one in there. I don't mind working on double-sided adhesive, and if that's all that company does and I really want the image, I will buy it. But I prefer poured glue. They are easier to store, they're easier to work on, you can roll them with the drills on, you know, it's just a much easier way of doing it. So it would definitely have to be poured glue. Square or round, we've already ascertained it would be square. Unless it's Mandy Manzano. I quite like her round ones. And acrylic or resin drills. I'm not an expert in this. I definitely prefer Diamond Art Club's drills over any others that I've used so far, including these ones from Evermoment. As far as I am aware, Evermoment and Diamond Art Club offer resin drills. And certainly Diamond Art Club's round drills are gorgeous. However, I've done a couple of round drill diamond paintings from Fan Cells, and their round drills are actually quite shiny. They're quite nice. They're acrylic. So I think as long as they're good quality drills, it's okay. As long as they're, and especially for squares, as long as they fit together nicely and they're not popping, they're not crowding, they're not, you haven't got too much trash, you know, I'd be happy with either. But if we go off the basis of what I've worked with so far, then I would say resin. Definitely. I think that's that one answered. Do you prefer confetti or colour blocking? Okay, I prefer colour blocking. I think that's the reason that I quite like Mandy Monzano's stuff, because you have these sections of colour blocking that make up the overall picture. However, there's something very satisfying about having an area of confetti and individually putting those drills in. It's just more time consuming. The problem is, without confetti, you're not going to get the detail. So it swings and roundabouts. I want detail, therefore I will have to do confetti. It's just the way it is. So that's how I look at it. Makes sense. So bonus, name your top 5 diamond painting companies. Bearing in mind, I have only been doing this since April. The companies I've ordered from, one of them I've only done one canvas from, so I can't really judge. The other one I've bought from and haven't tried yet. So really, I could probably only do a couple. My top one is most definitely, to date, Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Club, without a shadow of a doubt. I absolutely love working on their canvases. I love their drills. I love the symbols. I just love them. So without a shadow of doubt, that is top. I'm currently working on this one from Evermoment. There are things that I don't like about it, but overall it's okay. It's not bad. Fan cells, if you take out the fact that they do carry some stolen images, I have heard that if you make them aware of that, they will remove them, but it doesn't negate the fact that they keep doing it. That's what annoys me. However, for a budget company with really good, actually, acrylic diamonds, I quite like them. And if you are on a budget, they're very affordable. So I do like them for that. But like I said, I'm not experienced enough to give you 5. Out of the ones that I do, I would definitely recommend Diamond Art Club if you can afford to do so, because you are definitely getting your money's worth. And once you've done one, you will keep going back, because I certainly do. Diamond Art Studios also looks like they're quite good kits, but I can't judge because I've not actually worked on one. So maybe these questions are something that I'll revisit in a year's time, when I can give a broader answer, by which point that I may have tried other companies like Dreamer Designs, Diamond Dots, you know. Probably still not Craftably though, because I can't afford those prices. Or DIY Moonshop, or Die Moonshop, whichever way you want to say it. Because let's face it, you know, I am on a budget. I'm not rich. Not unless I get 1 million subscribers. I might be rich then. But until then, I can't afford those shipping costs. So we will see. Let's revisit it in a year. So that is it from my tag questions. Thank you to Mrs Crochet and Coffee for giving us the opportunity to do these questions in the first place. It's a fab idea. Really enjoyed doing it. It is a bit of a video because I've had to stop for my husband twice. I've had to stop for my mum twice. I had to stop for a coughing fit once. So, oh, and stopped once to look for the rest of the questions because I didn't check before I started. But I do hope you've enjoyed spending the afternoon with me. I am going to continue working on this section until I get it finished. I am then going to switch. I'm going to go and sit in my snug and continue with Wonderland, because I'm pretty much halfway with that one, and I find the round easier to do when I'm watching TV. So that is my plan for this evening. I do hope you'll have a fabulous, or you've had a fabulous weekend. I will be back very, very soon with an update on what I am doing and what is happening. I'm going to get my first day of work out the way tomorrow. I have a set of nails to do, so I won't be diamond painting or doing anything else tomorrow. And then Tuesday, I need to do a release of the next batch of cook pots, hopefully with a couple of normal cover minders in there as well. We'll see what happens when I start getting creative, see what I come up with. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Please do, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. A big thank you to all of the creators who have taken part in this challenge. It's been very nice getting to know you all. How about, if you are a creator yourself, how about giving it a go? You know, it's a nice way of connecting with your subscribers, which I'm hoping is what it has achieved for me. And as always, please do leave your comments, your suggestions, your questions, because it does give me something to talk about when I do my next one. I will be back hopefully later in the week with another whip, but we'll see how it goes, because I've got a very busy week this week. Thank you very much for joining me today. I wish you all a fabulous Sunday, and I will be back very soon. So it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye.